Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Mother's House Podcast, and I am Deshaun.
I don't know why he talking like he hosting a late night show. What's going on, everyone? My name is Corey. Peace to the planet. Corey LeCade in the building. Mother's House Podcast. Back at you. What up,
All of
kiddo?
that. Nothing. Have you heard the what albums are those? The Childish Gambino album?
I listened to it one time.
Okay, why just one time?
I don't know. For some reason, man, when it comes to new music, I'm like I said, I've been listening to a lot of Nipsey Hussle. I'm listening to a lot of Lucky Day, a lot of Al Green, a lot of older stuff. I haven't really been onto the new wave of music right now.
Mm-hmm.
But so I did check it out just because of Childish Gambino. I was trying to see, and maybe I probably stuck in the whole. What was it? His last album.
This Is America album?
No, he didn't have an album for that, did he?
Oh, the one where keep all your dreams, keep standing. That one. I like that one.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on that sound.
What was it? The main song for the album?
Was it Redbone?
Oh yeah, it was Redbone.
Yeah.
Stay woke. Yeah.
Niggas creeping.
I listened to it.
How you enjoyed it? I'm about to pull up the track list because I do have a couple of songs that I liked on there.
I liked it. It reminded me of Solange album.
Yeah, okay, that's probably because it took me a minute to get into Solange.
It's like trippy kind of.
Yeah, cause that's probably why I didn't get into it right away. I only listened to it once, so if I went into it probably 4, 5. But does that consider a good album? If you got
it's just not the album for you.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
But Solange album was really good after I listened to it the second time. And then I saw somebody kind of break it down. I was like, oh, yeah, this is fire. But when it came to this album, I was like, it don't sound bad. It's just like, I'm not understanding where you're trying to pull from this. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. It is a different listen, It's not your
typical average R&B or Childish Gambino track.
Right. But I like Childish Gambino as an artist. I feel like he's one of the best artists of this era when you're including his TV show and his visuals and stuff like that. I think he does a really good job at artistry.
Yeah, he got a song called Violence. Because I listened to, when I first got this album, he had it on his website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I listened to the website. I ain't listened to the streaming service.
Oh.
So they actually had titles on there.
Yeah, I like to say Violence. I only see a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, they actually had titles. So Violence is like the second to the last one.
Mm-hmm. I like that one too.
Yeah, so I like that song. I like the song he has with
I think he got Ariana Grande on here.
Yeah, he do, but I don't know if I like that song. He had a song with somebody else. It's a rapper.
I like the Feels Like Summer song.
Well, I mean, that's an old song. I always like that song. Yeah, man. I think Childish Gambino is a great artist. I think.
I like the production of it.
The production is that's what I'm saying. The production was fine. It just didn't capture me.
Right, and that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for you.
Yeah. But what you like so much? You say you like the production?
I like the production of it. The feel of it was good. I like albums. I like how it's like this. It's not really a new way of doing albums, but when things just kind of be in another zone type deal with the album, like almost like a dissonance type thing when things don't go together, but they go together because they don't go together.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can't see that working. Even with the other album we about to talk about, Electronica album is kind of like that. He got a couple of tracks that's kind of like that. But, with Childish Gambino album, what would you rate it? I can't give it a rating. I only listened to it once, and like I said, it didn't really catch me for me to run.
I give it like a B- or something.
You give it like a B-? Yeah.
3 red velvet cakes.
3 red velvet cakes. That's pretty good.
Out of 5.
That's pretty good. And then we did another album that we listened to. Now, I listened to this album probably twice.
Electronica.
Electronica. I listened to the whole thing probably twice. Probably listened to a couple of songs more than once. More than 2 times.
Now, Why is Jay Electronica just releasing an album?
Well, don't ask me. I have no idea.
Okay.
Because Jay Electronica been trying to drop his debut album since.
Because he's been out for a while, right?
Yeah, he's been out for a minute. Since Exhibit C. I want to say he been out. He before Kendrick era, before Lupe Fiasco. Like, he was like early 90s. And he was supposed to be like the new wave of conscious rap.
Early 90s or late 90s?
Late. I think around 2000 more so.
Oh, that was 20 years ago.
Well, you know when the whole Lean With It Rock, he was coming out during that era.
Oh, okay.
And he from New Orleans, where everybody in New Orleans doing the Lean With It Rock with it type of music, and Lil Wayne and them, he came out of that. And he was spitting, the nation, NOI, speak knowledge.
So he always been spitting?
Yeah, he always been spitting like that.
Nation NOI stuff?
Well, it been more of like a 5% of messages, you know what I'm saying? NOI stuff, Yeah, and he been thorough. He was very dope. Exhibit C was a dope ass project from him. But then he came out with this album, and this really made me pique my interest because now I'm realizing I didn't realize it, but now hearing about it and then thinking about some of the tracks he did back in the day, he did a lot of producing over the years. So that's how he kept his name relevant, because he did a lot of ghost producing. And he jumped on he was on that track with Kendrick Lamar and Big Sean, the whole I forget the name of the track, but the big thing that caused Kendrick Lamar and Big Sean to have beef.
Was that on Cali's song album?
No, that was actually Big Sean's song, I believe.
I don't know. But anyway. He's been active since 1995.
Mm-hmm. He's been rapping for a long time. Like I said, around the same time Cash Money was coming into play, he was in the play.
Okay, but
you know what I'm saying?
I guess it wasn't time for that music yet.
Yeah, people wasn't ready for it. Really what it was, like, I don't think he trusted the industry enough to, push it out. So he dropped his first debut album, Written Testimony. My first reaction to the album, I loved it. Second reaction to it, I like, okay, I like it. Third reaction to it, I'm like, okay, I'm bored with it.
Why did it go down?
Because it's like, to me, it got a little bit too preachy to me.
What's too preachy? He started talking too much about the Nation of Islam?
No, not that. Not necessarily that, because that's interesting. It just got to the point where it's like, well, I keep going back to it. Replayability, really, for me. The replayability wasn't there for me for this album. Only certain tracks do it. Like his track with and then the fact that he had Jay-Z through the whole thing. Like, some people say this is just another Watch the Thrones, which is,
I wouldn't say it's another Watch the Throne.
No. And plus, I didn't really like Watch the Throne.
I like Watch the Throne.
I thought it was okay.
Oh, you don't like Kanye West rapping?
No, I don't.
No,
I'll take that back. I do. I like College Dropout.
How do you like Jay Electronica's rapping?
I think Jay Electronica can get busy, but the hype of him being like the best lyricist alive, I don't see that.
That's what people think?
Yeah, they were saying that since Exhibit C, since he just dropped that mixtape.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were like, he'll kill Kendrick and everybody else. I ain't saying he can't kill Kendrick, but I'm saying, like,
this album didn't do it for me.
This album didn't do it for me or convince me of the hype that everybody was giving. Like, they saying he better than Jay-Z and everybody else.
I feel like, do you think Jay-Z outshined him on this album?
I think I think Jay-Z did lyrically, but as far as production and musicality, Jay Electronica shined in that department. You know what I'm saying? He was able to, because he crafted the sound of it, we probably inspired Jay-Z. So I can't really say Jay-Z outshined him. He probably pushed Jay-Z to go that hard. He gave Jay-Z the space.
Because he is the producer of the album.
Okay. And he gave Jay-Z a space to do what he wanted to do. He always said, you want to rap like Talib Kweli? Here you go. I got you a track. I got you a space to do that. And Jay-Z went in and went hard on it. The messaging in it is powerful. But at the same time, like I said, after hearing it one time, I don't have to hear it again.
Do you think his album's kind of late?
He do got a couple of songs that's dated that he did that was on Exhibit C, actually. Got one song, I forget the name of it. But late for him.
You think it could have came out like maybe 5 years ago and had a bigger impact?
Yeah, it would have had a bigger impact 5 years. If it would have came out around the same time when Jay-Z did that video with DJ Khaled, that right before 444.
Oh, yeah,
right
before.
One. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about. With
all
the other rappers.
Yeah, with Future and him. If it would have came out around that time,
I took the top off the Maybach. Is that?
Not that.
It's not I took the top of the Maybach, right?
Not that song.
Yeah.
Well, before that
I forgot
song.
what it was a Future song.
But it was before that song.
What was it called? Oh. I'm gonna think of it.
Shit, I'm gonna Google it.
Right.
But, if it would have came out around that time, I think that would have been a perfect time for it. I ain't saying that it came out this time didn't hit, because it did have an impact. Everybody was excited to hear, you know, yo, Jay Electronica back in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see that. I'm glad that he was able to get a project out and did something that Andre 3000 haven't done yet. You know what I'm saying?
I got the keys.
Yeah, keys. That song. If he would have came out right then,
right.
Yeah, for sure. But
damn, that was 2016. It's 2020 now.
Yeah, so 4 years ago.
Yeah,
he would have been straight. But the fact he came out this right at the time of coronavirus, I think it benefited him, you know, streaming wise. People will listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
But
because we ain't got shit else to do.
Yeah. But far as I'm curious on how this would age. Because like I said, I did 3 listens. I was already kind of like, I'm good. I don't have to listen. Cause I got the message from it.
I get it. Like going to the church 3 times and the preacher saying the same thing.
Like, I ain't got
like you're not pulling new stuff out of what he's saying. It's pretty much, I got it.
I got the message. It's a great message, but I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Good job. Yeah.
So how you felt about it when you listened to it?
I thought it was good. I like the production a lot.
Yeah, the production was really good.
You know, it's always good hearing, you know, rappers come from more of a conscious standpoint. You know,
in different factions of consciousness,
right.
too.
The Farrakhan insert was good, and how they were kind of putting different themes in there. I thought that was interesting, you know.
Mm-hmm. I like the theme of that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool.
I like the theme of the album. If you never heard of NOI, I can see somebody loving it. You know what I'm saying? Who's like conscious, like you just getting into consciousness and finding out about this information. I can see you loving it. Or if you're part of the NOI, I can see you loving it.
Yeah, I'm sure the NOI really appreciates
what
he did. What would you give this album?
I give it a 3.5 Red Velvet Cakes. 3.5 out of 5. So that'd be like a 87, 85. It's passing. So you know, is it like? Will you consider? What do you give it?
I give it the same thing. 3 Red Velvet Cakes. Somebody gonna listen to this like, what the hell?
See how we doing our ratings? Because we are Mother's House podcast. And our grandmother made the best Red Velvet Cake. Right. So how many Red Velvet Cake? And if you don't like Red Velvet Cake, so you probably ain't from the South. You going somewhere. But Red Velvet Cake is our thing. So if you get a full 3 full Red Velvet Cakes or 5 full Red Velvet Cakes, that's the equivalent of 5 mics. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody will say better than sex type of movie review or something like that. But we doing Red Velvet Cakes. That's how we're doing our rating system when we're doing these reviews. Just so you know, in case y'all out of the loop. But anyway, 3.
Yeah, 3.
3.5.
What y'all give it? Both albums, Childish Gambino. Tell us what y'all thought of Childish Gambino and Jay Electronica's album. You know, comment, let us know, share this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Help us to help you to get you some more content during these quarantine times.
For sure.
And definitely support your black businesses and support your black artists and black content creators. Thank y'all for listening.
Peace out.
Peace.
I will not raise my daughter differently than my mother raised me. The rearing I got from my mother, words cannot express. I could live in any time, I could live in any country, I could live on any planet, and I would be fine.
What was the key? What did your mother know? What truth was coming through your mother that's going to come through you to your daughter?
My mother gave us aphorisms to learn as children. And there are 2 that stand out foremost in my mind. One is the inner reality creates the outer form. I learned this when I was in grade school. I was very young. And the other is, the universe bears no ill to me. I bear no ill to it.